This video is about our project making a MOS capacitor. First, we explain what a MOS capacitor is, then we talk about the goal of our project, and finally, we end this video with some of the difficulties we met during the production. A MOS capacitor is one of the most important components of the microelectronic industries. It is composed of three layers. First one is metal, second is oxide, which is an insulator, and the last one is a semiconductor. In the industries, those capacitors are used to create the MOSFET transistor, the component used in every electronic device. Indeed, it is used to make the different and bigger component. The capacitor MOS can also be used to create an haptic sensor. The goal of our project was to make at least one MOS capacitor and study its characteristic. That is to say, we wanted to study its capacitance voltage curve, its capacitance, and its resistance, for example. We also have to find a good way to create them. Thus, we decided to use gold, titanium, silicon dioxide, and silicon. We started those capacitors in the silicon wafer with a layer of oxidation. So we just have to find a way to engrave the silicon dioxide and put down the metal layer.
However, the making of our MOS capacitor was full of surprises and difficulties. The first difficulty we met was creating a clean resist. Sometimes, if we were not careful enough, it could appear what we call comets on the wafer, created by specks of dust. To avoid them, we had to take a new and a clean dropper every time we had to put resist on the wafer. Then, we had to etch the oxide layer. We decided to use a wet etching method, that is to say, a chemical etching with an acid called BOE. In order to protect some areas of the wafer, we had to put a resist first. Regarding the metal deposition, we had a first wafer which failed during the process. We had to give it up because the capacitors were damaged. On the second wafer, we had a thick layer of gold. It took 2 hours and a half to pull the resist of the wafer with the lift-off step. Moreover, some capacitors were damaged, but we had enough to test them.